Okay, my name's Leanne, this is Melissa, and that's Steve, which you already know. We're nurses here in different hospitals around Pittsburgh, and last year-ish, we decided that we were going to go back to school even more and get a bachelor's degree. And so one of the requirements for that is we have to do a teaching project. So we decided to come teach you guys about sunburn prevention and care. So obviously looking at me, I didn't take my own advice because I got a little bit of sunburn. So can anybody tell me, have you ever been sunburned? Yeah, and what happens? It hurts, huh? Yeah. And do you get sick sometimes? Does it make you sick, or do you just get pink in the face? Yeah? Okay. Because there actually are some other signs of sunburn that you might not realize. You might look like me, for one, or it can actually make your stomach upset. It can give you blisters if you get really, really sunburned. That's not good. It can give you the chills, like you feel really cold, but you're really warm at the same time. And it can dehydrate you. Do you guys know what that means? Yeah? Okay. It can give you a headache. Did you ever get a headache from being in the sun too much? Yeah? Okay. So I'm just going to tell you about a little bit about the experience I had and why I look like this. I went to Florida last week to visit some family, and it was a cloudy day, so I thought, I don't need any sunscreen. We were out on the boat, and it's okay, it's cloudy. I was wrong. So I got pretty sick from that. I had to spend the whole next day inside being miserable. So we're going to teach you a little bit about that and maybe how you can prevent yourselves from having to go through that. So.
Okay. So what are some things that you guys know that you can use to prevent the sun?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Anything else? Yep.
Sunglasses.
Okay. You?
Maybe like a big hat.
Yeah, that's perfect. What else?
A little umbrella.
Those are all perfect examples of how to block out the sun. So there's different kinds of sunscreen that you can use. You should always use one that has at least 30 SPF. So you can pass this around, and you guys can see that there's at least 30 SPF, and it protects against different kind of UV rays. There's UVA and UVB rays. So you want to make sure you get a sunscreen that prevents against both of those. And like you all said, you want to wear a big hat. So Steve is going to be our model. He's going to look really good with a pink hat, right? And then purple sunglasses. And then well, you guys have the sunscreen. So now does everybody know? Everybody obviously has different skin tones. So some people are very tan, some people are very fair. But everybody can get sunscreen or sunburn. So we're going to pass this bag around, and everybody can actually take one of these home. Okay? You can take one and pass it around. And these are just sunscreen. Just make sure you guys ask your parents before you use them. Thank you.
All right. So as you can see, as ridiculously as I'm dressed, I am ready to be sunproof. Does anybody know some of the conditions that are caused, why you dress like this, what they could prevent? No? Well, first we wear the sunglasses because it can cause you to have cataracts. Do you know what cataracts are by any chance? No? Cataracts is basically like a film that develops on your eye due to aging. And being exposed to the sun can progress the aging of your eyes. Therefore, you get these cataracts and not be able to see as well. And eventually, most people get surgery so they can be able to see better once they get these cataracts. It's very important to wear your sunglasses. This will keep your eyes and protect them from being damaged. Because like your regular skin, it's still part of like a skin-like organ, and it can be damaged. You can also develop wrinkles, like your grandma or grandfather have. So you better wear their sunscreen, otherwise it's going to cause your skin to wrinkle faster. You can also develop a decreased immune system, you get sick faster from it. And most importantly, you can get what they consider skin cancer. Now, skin cancer is obviously, does anybody know what cancer is? Yeah. don't know what cancer is, it can make you very sick. So it's very important that we block these UV rays because that's what causes your cells to mutate and make you eligible to get cancer. So it's very important to apply your sunscreen to prevent that. So once you do get sunscreen, and sometimes all these fail regardless of what you're doing. The hat won't work, sometimes the sunscreen doesn't work, you get sunburn anyways. So what can you do if you already get sunburned? You know? Yes, that's one thing you can do. You can use aloe lotion. It has vitamins in it. It helps repair the skin, helps it to heal. It also is very smooth and cool. It's a very cool lotion. It keeps your skin temperature down. You can also, you need to stay hydrated. Once you get burned, you're using all your body's excess water supply, so you need to increase the amount of water you're taking in. It'll help you stay hydrated. You also can stay out of the sun. More exposure to the sun can increase your risk for sun cancer. Every time you get burnt by the sun, get sunburned, you get that much more increased risk of getting skin cancer. So while you're already burnt, staying out of the sun is an imperative thing. You also want to take nice cool showers, cool that skin down, make it nice, keep your body temperature down, make you feel good, but you don't want it to be too cold. And then you also want to, if you're in that bad of pain, you can ask your mom and dad appropriately, get the right kind of pain medication, get some Tylenol or ibuprofen, but always ask your parents for the correct medication and let them take care of that. Also, you want to protect your skin because it's the largest organ in your body. It protects you from germs, it protects you from bacteria. So when your skin is altered and you have cuts, bruises, burns, you're most susceptible to germs and bacteria. So it's very imperative that you wear sun lotion, take care of your skin, wear the hats, wear the glasses, keep yourself from getting burnt.
With your sunblock, you always want to put it on 30 minutes before you go outside. So even though you're not outside yet, you want to put it on to give it time to work. And then while you're outside, you want to apply every 2 hours. So once you're outside and you're in the water, you're sweating and it comes off. So you want to make sure you keep putting it on every 2 to 3 hours so you don't get burnt. All right, so we have a couple of questions for you guys. So we have 5 questions, okay? Let's see if you guys
See if you were paying attention.
All right, so true or false? You can still get sunburn when it's cloudy outside. All right, let's go.
Time she got her hand up first.
True. Good job. All right.
All right. What is the largest organ in your body? Yes.
Okay.
Oh, when should you put sunscreen on? Before you go outside or once you're already out there? Yeah.
Do you know how soon before?
Good job.
Good job. And then whenever you're outside and you start feeling like you might be getting sunburned, what should you do right away?
Put on sunscreen.
And what else should you do?
And go out.
What's that?
Go out.
You can put on aloe, and then you should also get out of the sun as soon as possible. So go back in the house, go under an umbrella, just make sure you go in the shade somewhere.
Yeah. How often should you apply the sun tan lotion? Yep.
Yeah.
Every 2 hours. That's
You guys are
correct.
good.
You guys are smart. You guys could teach us. All right, does anybody have any questions for us?
Does anybody want to come up here and demonstrate how to correctly apply suntan lotion?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, she was raring for it. I've been waiting for this the whole day. Alright. Let's
On
see.
yourself or us?
You want to do it on you or you want to do it on me? On me. Alright.
Look out, Steve.
He's not going to get sunburned.
There you go. There you go. Smooth it all out. There you pretty good. You're gonna cover every inch of your skin. We're not gonna do every inch of mine. Oh, we'll do every inch of my arm, I guess.
I do have a question. There's, you see the face sun lotion and then you see the regular. Is there really a difference of putting a higher SPF on your face?
Let's say once ever you get over like a 30 SPF, it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't
at that
matter?
point.
Okay.
But I do recommend using like a regular lotion versus a spray.
Oh,
Just
really?
because when you use the spray, depending on where the mist lands on your skin, you can get blotchy protection. So it's actually better to use a lotion.
So much easier.
It is so much easier
It
with
is
the
easy,
spray.
They do encourage too, that you use like the kid-friendly ones that change colors and stuff. It'll help them participate, and then you got them covered good. Any other questions?
I have a story to tell you.
Do you have a
A
question?
couple of years ago, I was out at the pool with my daughter Lizzie, and I forgot my sunscreen. She was younger then, and all I had in our pool bag was that pink bottle for babies, and I put it on my face. Well, I had a chemical reaction from it and a chemical burn on my face, and it swelled up, my eyes swelled shut, and had to go to the dermatologist. And I was told by the dermatologist that that is one of the worst sunscreens. There's 4 types of sunscreen in there for babies, and it actually is more chemicals. And it burns you. And I said, well, why doesn't it burn, small children when you put it on them? And it's not meant to be put on your face at all. I mean, and my whole face peeled, like from the burn of the chemicals in it. So that's when I started learning more about types of sunscreen and had, as Mrs. Koval said, about the stuff on your face. And they told me to stick, your sunscreen should have an approval by a dermatologist or the skin cancer people on the bottle. If it doesn't say that, don't use it, because anybody can make sunscreen now. And you'll see when you go to buy it, or your parents go to buy it, there's multiple types. So,
We actually talked about that a little bit. I didn't realize you can be allergic to it.
yeah.
There's a lot of people
Yeah.
allergic. And they could expire as well, so
Yes.
always look for an expiration date.
See, I didn't know that either. I learned the hard way. Expiration.
Isn't like when you get is it when you get someone you have
It's a little different. Pneumonia affects your lungs, so a lot of times you can have that cough with pneumonia or a fever. Whenever you get sunburn, it's more affecting your skin, and you can be dehydrated from it, but it's a little different.
Questions?
Does anybody not use sunscreen? You don't use it?
no, I didn't use it.
Oh, go ahead. Speak up so everybody can hear you.
How long does it take for sunscreen to expire?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Probably a couple years.
1 to 2 years.
It should tell you on there, but if you're not sure how old your sunscreen is, then chuck it,
Anything else? That it? All right,
Thank you,
thank you
guys.
guys very much. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.